All right, what's up? Boss and the Brewer, episode number 60. Waiting for the boss man to come online. We've got a pretty good episode tonight. It's mainly news, but we've got a little fun activity with the group talking about beers that you want to bring back with the Powers story coming out this week about them bringing Powers back. Fair bit going, fair bit going on. Hendo is on his way. I assume he's at home this week. Let's see what we're dealing with. We'll bring him in. Here he comes. There he is.
G'day. Oh, what's going on? I need to be a bit brighter. There we go. Hey. Oh, sorry. I should say hello.
I was just about to say, we don't do the hello thing anymore. What's happening?
You've changed, man.
I thought it was still a thing.
Yeah, of course it is.
I was on the phone to National Tiles today because I didn't order enough tiles and I had to get more. So I'm thinking about it every day.
So what happens when you go outside and you jump in the pool? Does it make a splashing sound or does it go, hello?
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be rad?
Be
Jump
sick.
in the pool, no splash, just hello.
You know, the National Tiles guy lives 2 houses in front of me. So if I did that, he would probably hear me.
He'd be making the sound.
Yeah, he might be doing that at his own house.
Hook him up to... Are you serious? Frank Walker lives a block away from you.
I think it's his son, whoever's running the business now. Less than a block, like literally 2 houses. Like he lives 2 houses in front of
Are you
me.
serious? That's so funny. Fuck, you got to meet him.
Yeah, well, I saw him leave his house the other day in a G-Wagon and he looked like kind of angry, so I didn't say anything. I didn't say hello.
If you go up and say hello and he goes, fuck off.
Do you reckon he's heard that before? No.
No, never.
No.
Oh my God.
So in your post today in the group, when you said you rode the big scooter to BH3, you meant your bike, right?
Yeah, my motorbike. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I tried to get I didn't park the bike in the right spot because I had I probably could have got the bike and then the Black Hop sign, but no, I was just in my gear and that sort of thing. So I was just over at TAFE's at South Bank today, which is pretty rare for me. And then you said come over, and I went over, and then saw Riley and Jim, and got a beer.
That's some sponsorship.
Yeah, here it is.
What do you got? Hey, that's good. I got a beer too.
What have you got? Geordie juice? No, I'm not going to drink the fucking Hollandia yet.
Oh, you're not?
No, but I did get 2 beers, actually.
Oh, really?
This one I'm actually really happy about. The old Sundancer, the old Hot Man is back.
There he is. All right, wait. Photo, hang on. What else did you get?
And I got a Geordie juice.
Oh, okay. So we've got the same beers.
Yeah.
Very good.
Which one should we start with? How many standos is this fucking Sundancer?
Hot Man's got a few.
1.9 standos. Ooh. Oh boy. This could be a field trip type show.
Yeah.
1.5 standos for Geordie juice. Yeah, right. All right. What do we start
Geordie
with?
juice is like I don't know. What sort of order would you do that in? Almost.
I'd probably start with
the debate.
What is Geordie juice? A dark beer, isn't it?
I think it's an English brown ale.
Rightio. Let's start with the Sundancer then.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Oh, let's have a look here.
So no, I'm not gonna say that. You give me your review.
Yep. It's good to see Hot Man again. I would like a Hot Man shirt. Are they back out now that the beer's back out?
No, I don't think so, but that's a good idea. We should do that. I'm looking at the wave there. I wonder what it is. It looks like the rocks look like Burley, but he's on the left, so it could be a little sneaky left of Burley, but hard to say. I guess if it was a right, you wouldn't see him.
That's right. He's got the budgie smugglers on as well.
Mine's a low field too, so you actually got a better deal than I got.
Rightio. What does it say here? Sundancer is a lush and juicy hazy IPA with jive-inducing hop trio of Samba, Strata, and Sabro. Yet to have a shit beer that's had Strata in it, by the way.
Yeah, Strata's
Injected with lashings of fresh passion fruit. The daytime counterpart to previous limited release, Moondancer. Sundancer is ready for your adventures wherever they may take you.
There you go. Yeah, that hop combo, that dry hop combo. I need the Flano to even talk about this, but that's the kind of Hopman signature combo.
That's very good. I like that. That's very good, mate.
Kept it under 2 standards for you as well, mate.
Kudos for the. Oh well, it's a field trip beer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a really delicious beer, mate. Shout out to the team. Was this at BH2 or HQ?
No, this is BH2. This is a big one. So this is the bi-monthly limited release. So this will be everywhere.
Yeah, right. Bloody
First
great,
one of the
mate.
year. So yeah,
bloody brilliant. Well done.
I like the can. I think that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tasty beer.
Now, did you see the first item on the ticket here? Because I checked the email today, which I very rarely do, but I only checked it because our Google Drive was maxed out and I was trying to delete stuff. And I got an email from YouTube. I'll read it out to you.
Yeah.
It's a surprise email. The headline was copyright takedown notice. Your video will be taken down in 7 days.
I'm sorry, what?
Have you got one of these before? This is new to me. I don't normally post on YouTube.
No. What? Can you say that again? What does it say?
Well, actually, the full title is copyright takedown notice. Your video will be taken down in 7 days. And it's got in inverted commas the episode. Boston the Brewer 54, Hendo's Rocky Field Trip, Bonza Dogs, Polyamorous Ketaminefuelled startups.
We got copyright struck.
Apparently.
For what?
Due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, your video will be taken down in 7 days. It says the user, 15MOF, has been nice enough to give us an opportunity to resolve the issue before the video is removed and a copyright strike applied.
What the fuck?
What'd you do?
That's pretty serious to get a copyright strike on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah. If we get 3, that's it. The channel gets deleted.
Well, should I share my screen and should we try and deal with it right now, or is that too hard?
Please, yes, absolutely. Fucking bring that shit.
All right, copyright.
We got a copyright strike.
All right, so
when was it? When did we get this? By the way,
just now. Oh,
one day ago. 1 day ago. Okay.
I only checked this just before the episode. We never get any emails.
Okay, let's have a look.
Strike pending. Okay.
Content manually detected. Okay, radio. It should show us what it is.
What do I do?
It's going to play it.
Play the whole thing? It goes for an hour and 20
No, it'll play the thing. It'll play the thing. It's not going to play the thing that...
Copyright owners manually detected.
15 Moth. Okay, who's 15 Moth?
What are my options? I'm going to play it. That's the entire thing. Welcome. We're back. That wasn't a bad... That wasn't your proper field trip one, I don't think. I think that was a subsequent...
No. Did we show any videos or something on there?
15 Moth. I don't know. How do I...
We have music on there?
It said click this for options. There's no options. What are my fucking options, YouTube? We're just fucked.
15 Mothwalker. I found this person's YouTube channel. Let's have a look here.
Pending removal. Savage. No, it's not made for kids. I always say that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not the issue.
Live tasting the non-alc beer.
Right.
Brewdog.
I'm just looking at...
FTX.
I found that this...
We had crypto. We had a crypto in the subject. Could that be it?
No. Did we show any videos at all?
I don't know. About what? Why? What is this account?
Like share some YouTube videos?
I don't know. Maybe. What was it?
Well, it looks like
Nothing
this
obvious
channel,
from the notes.
this channel does I don't know what this channel's about. It's like celebrity stuff. Oh, 15 minutes of fame is what it's about. 15 more.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
So what the fuck is this then?
What did we do wrong?
50 cents exclusive walkthrough, something or other. This is very strange.
Delete the video. So here, what to do next? Do nothing, and they'll remove it in 7 days. Delete the video. If you remove the video before 7 days are up, your video will be off the site, but your channel won't get a copyright strike. Reach out to the content owner who's requesting the removal of your video. Fucking why are they removing it on his request?
What's that link down there? Down the bottom. So yeah, 15 more. Rightio, okay.
Where are we looking?
Is that just the video? No, the attachment down the bottom there.
Oh, email. Oh no, that's the video. That's the link to the video.
That's the video. Okay. So delayed takedown.
I'm going to message him right now. I'm going to email him right now.
Yes, and just ask him. Just say, dude, can you please give us a timestamp of your alleged copyright? You can appeal this shit. So,
but apparently, how do you appeal it?
No, don't say that. Don't say, dude, what do we do?
It's just a field trip, question mark.
No, take it seriously, because it's pretty serious stuff.
Okay. Go on.
You're probably better off contacting them through the YouTube system so that YouTube can actually see when you do an appeal.
But you can't. I just said view options. It doesn't give me any options to do that. I click view options.
Yeah. Rightio. See that 3 dots there? Manually, down the bottom says manually detected video
Nothing.
removed.
It's just like learn more. You click on learn more, it brings up some notice bullshit.
So we don't get the opportunity to appeal?
No, there's nothing. But in the email, it says
content used, manually detected.
Reach out to the content owner, and it gives us his email address or her email address.
All right.
We've got to email the person for sure. Let's do it right now.
Well, email him. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, hey, mate. Any chance you could give us a heads up on what? No. Don't say what we did wrong. Just say, could you please give us a timestamp of the content that you allege that we of your intellectual property?
Wait, whoa, slow down. Okay.
That's crazy.
Could you please give us a timestamp on
what you believe the infringing content was?
We're happy to remove anything problematic. Is that right?
No. Don't give an inch, mate.
Don't admit fault.
Don't admit fault. Just say, hey, mate, can you surprise to us?
Should be still live for the 12 viewers we have.
Yeah, exactly. Just take it seriously. Just say, hey, mate, got this copyright claim. Can you please elaborate? Give us a timestamp of what content you believe was infringing on your copyright.
Okay.
That's it.
Can I put boss as our name?
Nah.
Come on, it's our account name. That's not taking the piss.
Yeah. You can sign it, boss and the brewer, if you like.
Okay, fine. All right, sent.
Send it.
We might get another email for next week's show.
Well, make sure we've got enough clear space there so we can receive the bloody thing.
Well, I removed all the stuff out of it and put it into my personal one because I've got a paid Google Drive account, but we've just got
right. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, stop stealing.
So what that basically means is that we're using this person's intellectual property. But that channel, if you go to 15 minutes of fame, looks like he takes celebrity videos and stuff. Did we watch any videos? And even then, we're talking about it and reacting to it, which is fair use.
I think it's probably someone who just does this.
Yeah,
spam.
just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep an eye on the mailbox.
Yeah, I will do. And by keep an eye on it, I mean I won't check it one time until 7:25 next Wednesday.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Well, no, you'd have to do it in 6 days so we don't get a copyright strike.
That's true.
I think if we get a copyright strike, I think we can appeal it. I'll look into that, mate.
All right, we'll see what happens. We have a very, very, very small viewership on YouTube. I'm not that concerned.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, right, it's a thing on YouTube, so which kind of leads, I'll segue into what I was going to talk about, like, was YouTube's a funny place, right? So, I've got my YouTube channel, right? And I've had it now for 4 years. Remember, I shot a few videos over at yours and all that sort of stuff when I was living down the Goldie and stuff like that.
You've got a lot more followers than we do.
Yeah, well, it's 8,500 now. It's huge. I've never had that big a social media following and that sort of thing. And so here's an interesting story. I was going to talk about this last week when I was in Alice Springs, but we're having such a good chat with Kyle, right? So I've been working on a series of videos for a year on how to build a yeast propagator, right? So that'll propagate enough yeast to ferment 10 hectoliters of wort, right? And it's a thing that I've been doing quite a lot of and teach a lot of my clients how to build it and all that sort of thing and posted that on YouTube, and the reaction on YouTube was great. And I thought, you know what, I'm sharing some some very valuable knowledge here. I'll go share it on the Milk the Funk Facebook group.
What does that mean? Oh, that's a yeast.
It's a Facebook group for all yeast nerds and all that sort of stuff. Mainly around funky and wild and sour beers and all that sort of stuff. And I posted it with good intentions to sort of like share some knowledge, right? And oh my God, the fucking comment section just blew up with just so many toxic and dumb comments about
Well, is this an international group?
Yeah. And it just blew up with all these toxic, comments. Oh, you can't propagate yeast in plastic, and just people just fucking laying in, right? And it really took me aback. But like it kind of affected me for a couple of days, because my relationship with social media is one that I take at a distance. You might think that I have a big social media presence, but if you have a look at the actual amount of content I personally post, it's not very much. And people tag me in lots of things, so therefore I get seen a lot, and people take that as me posting lots of stuff, and I sort of cut back on posting on social media since Brew Cold ended, because I just didn't like the way that I was treated around that situation from lots of different people, and so this really sort of like it took me for a bit of a loop, mate. And some of the comments were constructive, and some of the comments were just downright toxic and stupid and useless, right? And so let me see if I can read out some of the comments.
Like a read mean tweet segment.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it if you're down for it.
I'm down for it.
So here we go. The comments include.
What was your post? Read out your post.
I just said, "G'day Funkers. I've just released the first of a 3-part YouTube series on how to build a commercial brewery yeast propagator that'll create enough biomass to ferment about 10 hectoliters or 10 barrels of wort, and it should cost you less than $500 to build. Part 1's about building the propagator. Part 2 is about cleaning, sanitizing, and sterilizing it. And in Part 3, I'll brew some media, propagate some yeast, and share the results. Part 2 and 3 will come out over the next 2 weeks. Check it out, and if you have any questions, hit me up."
Okay, that's pretty.
Now, there were some really good and constructive comments. There's Richard Priest. He is the founder of Escarpment Labs in I think it's in Toronto, in Canada, I think. And he basically said, like, any propagation vessel that can't be sanitized with high heat will eventually lead to serious contamination issues. might work great once or a dozen times, but a plastic propagator is a bit of a ticking time bomb for contaminations. A converted Sankey keg would work better in many ways. Source,
Right.
I've propagated yeast every possible way for 9 years. And I went, that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty that's a reasonable constructive comment.
Right. But this it was intended as a kind of low budget thing, wasn't it? So it was
absolutely, yeah, for sure. And then lots of people were pointing out scratches, scratching the plastic. I'm, yeah, that's cool. They can scratch plastic and that sort of thing. One guy, I won't name him, one guy says, with all due respect, Hendo, how is this funk specific related instead of an ad for rip-off land? Because there's some Kegland stuff in there. And I replied back and I said, well, because, checks notes, I built a yeast propagator and last time I checked, Brettanomyces is still yeast. Thanks for attending my TED Talk.
yeah, come on. You're
I was into it. I don't care. That was just the dumbest comment.
Care, though.
But there was just so many. I just really was just in Reddit was another place as well. It was like it got so much like negative and toxic comments. Like one guy just goes, he just tags in another subreddit called Stoner Engineering, and I'm like, come on.
You are way too sensitive, Hendo. None of those seem too bad.
Look, no. It's maybe, yeah,
definitely. Maybe. Have you seen like, because I've never had like a huge social media either, but I do what most people do, and when people post something that you think might generate some interest, you always look at the comments. It's completely out of control, the comments on any post. Anyone with any kind of following, you look at their comments, it's completely out of control. It's kind of become like a meme. It's kind of like you post something, you know the comments are going to be complete dog shit. You just have to kind of ignore them or have fun with them or, just post and ghost.
Well, I did a bit of both.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that reaction. Let's just say that, right? And I thought about it because the thing is, right, is some of the comments were just so negative and didn't add to the conversation, didn't help. Like, wasn't like, it was basically, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, cool. Why don't you make a YouTube video and fucking show us how it's done?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And because I spent a lot of time putting this thing together, and unless you've got something constructive to say, as some people did, shut the fuck up. You know, it's just, you're not really adding anything to the conversation. The thing is, right, and I suspect what it is that there are a lot of homebrewers in that group, and I would have, and that's fine because homebrewers are very passionate and misguided at the same time. Love them bits, but that's the reality of it. But the subreddit that I posted in was a professional brewers subreddit. And the comments that I got there, like, were from industry peers, like fellow professionals, to say things like, oh, stoner engineering, oh, what a joke, and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, do better. You're a professional. Do better. If you think,
but you're like living in the real world. This is like the online world. This is where people like this get their validation, and like they're not, 90% of these people will never post anything. They will never create anything. They're just going to criticize, people who create things, and that's just kind of what they do.
I just expected better from professional brewers.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was asking too much of my industry peers.
That's fair.
It's honestly, it's a professional opinion, right? Like, if you've got a professional opinion, you've got something constructive, cool.
I'll say one thing that if you're in these groups, right? I don't know about Reddit because that's confusing to me, but like the Facebook groups, you regularly see people posting in there with things that they're really only posting because it benefits the poster. It's really just marketing for their business. And what it sounds like what you posted would be legitimately useful, but these people are on the lookout for people who are just posting fucking marketing shit in there to try and drum up business. So they're kind of already like waiting. If they see something that they think is in that vein, they're waiting to attack it, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit, it just I'm all right now. I can deal with it now. But Jesus, man, it just shook me a little bit, eh?
Social media can fuck you real bad.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
bad.
yeah. It made me realize that, if firstly, I can fucking 10x my channel, right? So normally within 48 hours of launching a video, I'd get maybe 400 or 500 views. I got 4,000.
There you go.
I'm not joking. It was just blew up the channel. I've increased my subscriber base by 10% in a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's huge. And I'm like, all right. And that's the thing that eventually I sort of came to terms with, was like, you know what? If you guys are going to fucking react to it and all that sort of stuff, that just feeds me more views and more subscribers. And
But do you have thick enough skin to live that life? That's what I don't get. Like I don't have thick enough skin for that. But that's what people do. They put inflammatory shit online, and it creates people feuding with each other, and it raises their profile.
No. Well, to be fair, I think once this series is done, I don't think I'm not gonna post any. I'm not gonna reshare the content on Facebook.
Yeah. I think if you're resharing in a group, I think it's a bit of a borderline thing where it's like you are incentivized to do that for your own benefit in some way. So I think it's almost inviting.
But I don't think I would share that. Look, I've got to say, everybody on YouTube, it was just so well received.
Yeah,
it's just amazing how different and polarizing it can be, in different parts of the internet.
Well, think about it this way: if you were sitting at your own house with 10 people around, and you start talking about yeast propagators, that'd be great. But what if you went around to some other brewer's house, and you walked into their party and started talking about yeast propagators? It'd be a much tougher crowd, because it's not your house. So you're kind of going in there with your own message and your own agenda. Yeah, and they're coming back at you because they're like, "What the fuck are you coming in here posting your shit for?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. No, that's a really good analogy, and it kind of made me realize that I'm just going to stick to YouTube.
Yeah, people.
I don't know.
I mean, you can still. I mean, you can't give up on the whole idea of Facebook groups and social media. Like you could.
No. But if other people want to share it, that's fine. But I don't think that I would probably share it beyond, like, my own groups and my own mail list and all that sort of stuff. That'd be it, really. But
then you got the challenge of how do you get new people in there, and that you're kind of relying on the algorithms. And
well, I think I made something very shareable because it's got a lot of shares. Right. So
I had the opposite experience at Christmas, actually, and only because I didn't care about the outcome. I bought a smoker a year or so ago, and we're trying to smoke meats. I did the brisket, the first one we did, and it was fucking great. And I've done 2 cents, and they've been dog shit. And I posted a photo of the one I did at Christmas, which was fucking disgusting.
The dog shit one.
And I posted it like with
just for shits and giggles.
I posted in that there's an Australian Low and Slow Barbecues, which has 300,000 members.
Whoa.
Super active group. And I posted a photo of this and just said, dude, it's like, what did I do wrong? This is dog shit. And
so you asking for help?
100%, because I was like, I thought I did everything right, and I obviously just fucked it. And I was like fully expecting, I was kind of like posting, then just like, don't check it. I left it like
step away from the dumpster fire.
Yeah. I left it like an hour, and I'm just going, I deserve everything that's coming at me. Like this, just take a deep breath and fucking.
Right. Okay. What happened?
It was great. It had about 300 comments on it. I think it was honestly a fucking huge thread. And
did you go and implement any of those changes?
Yeah, I know 100%. I did a lot of changes, but the biggest thing was because I went in. I suppose because I went in there with like legitimately humble intentions. Like I knew I fucked it up, and people in that group could help, and I knew they would find it entertaining because it was so.
Yeah, of course.
Most of them were very nice. Like there were some jokes at my expense, which I fully expected, and some of them were pretty good. And the rest were like, "This is what you fucked up. This is what you fucked up. This fucked up." The best advice was, if you fuck it up, turn it into pies. So I started looking into pie makers. I went and bought a pie maker, and I put it all in a pie, and it was fucking unbelievable. And then I put a photo of a pie the next week in the group, and everyone loved it.
Yeah, great. You need to go and take that advice and go and smoke some more brisket, and then have it improve and post that and go, "Hey, thanks for the advice there."
Yeah, 100%. But it's
and
so
invite me around to fucking eat it.
To fuck up with brisket. Not to mention like the amount of time it takes to do. Like it's a whole day, and it's it's probably, I don't know. This is a big brisket. It's probably $100.
What sort of smoker have you got?
Just a little Weber Smoky Mountain, like the absolute entry level smoker.
Yeah, the bullet thing.
Yeah.
Is it charcoal or is it gas?
Not gas, no. No pellets, no gas. It's 100%.
I've got a gas one sitting now. I should fire it up, eh?
Definitely, let's do it.
I think I need to clean it first. Not the you don't never clean your smoker, but clean the burner because it might have got a bit sooty sort of thing. But
yeah, well, apparently like little pins, because I just all my TikTok is all just like food and cleaning barbecues. So those little pins in the holes, like like pins that you pin into a pin board.
Yep. Okay, so, that's me.
Clean that shit.
Well, it looks like we're going to be smoking some long weekend next weekend.
Oh, okay, all right.
Kind of. It's Australia Day's Thursday, and
wow.
So we should probably smoke something and post our respective photos in our Facebook group.
That's a great idea. So next week we should do a preview for a Hottest 100 preview. Because Hottest 100's on next Saturday, isn't it?
Saturday?
Saturday week, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Well, don't give up, Hendo. I reckon.
No, I appreciate you listening, and I've mulled it over in my head now, so I'm good. And haters going to hate.
100%. And if you got something out of it in terms of like legitimate feedback, like all it would take for that, the feedback around the plastic versus the reusable stainless or whatever the other option was, is just next video mention that. And
yeah,
because
that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to record a video and actually share some lessons learned from making it, and to take on board some of the feedback and that sort of thing. And I got some really good ideas. So I had someone of a industry colleague come up to me who watched the video, said, "That's a really good idea." And he said, because it's in plastic and it's not stainless steel, you can actually use, I won't mention the chemical because and I'm not going to mention it on the YouTube channel because it's highly toxic. But he said in a brewery context, you could use this chemical and it would do the same job as heat sterilizing, if not better. And I'm like,
right.
But you can't use it on stainless steel because it damages stainless steel. And I'm like,
it doesn't damage plastic.
Doesn't damage plastic, damages stainless steel.
Wow. Okay.
So there you go.
That's good. Yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. I've learned a lot about content since I literally wrote a book on content marketing 7 years ago, and I thought I was an expert on it. And it was all about written content and podcasts and that kind of thing. But fuck me, it's changed. Like the stuff that is interesting to people now, just the weird reaction videos and the eating food and just the random things happening in the street and people giving away money on videos and the little hooks, the text on the videos and
the money that they make. When I was at Kyle's place last week recording the podcast, his kids were in watching YouTube on the TV, and it was basically this like fucking e-girl chick, and her name was Sniper Wolf, I think it was. And basically it's this chick that just does reaction videos to just different TikToks and stuff like that. And she gets millions of views and fucking has her own merch line and just makes fucking bank from it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And the craziest thing is kids are growing up. Like when I grew up, it was like you looked up to people who were like sports stars or movie stars or whatever, or business people or whatever. But my kids are growing up looking up to these YouTube guys. Like that's all they care about. Like today, KSI and Logan Paul announced they're coming to Australia next month. Like my kids are fucking losing it. They're losing their minds. They're going to rush to Aldi or whoever's stocking their drink. They're going to buy that. They're going to try and resell it at school. It's going to go completely viral fucking 1 month from now. This is the world we live in now. It's insane.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
You heard it here first on the Boston Brewer podcast. Go out and buy Prime when it comes to it. And that's not a sponsored post either.
And it's only at Aldi?
I made up the Aldi part.
Oh dear. But I did watch. There's some really good. There's a good channel that I watch called Coffeezilla, and he went into this Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's great.
Went into the Logan Paul bloody that game that he made, and what a complete and utter schmozzle that was, and all the NFT thing and all that sort of stuff.
Crypto Zoo, yeah. If we talk about
Crypto Zoo, that's the one. Yeah,
by YouTube, but yeah.
What's that?
Well, if we talk about it, we'll probably get the 15 mob take us down for content thieving or something.
Oh, no, we're allowed to talk about it.
Well, crypto was in the other one. I wonder if it's a crypto thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I bet you we were watching a video and that's what they're claiming. We're going to have to review that. You're going to have to watch it at 1.5 speed.
Let's watch the CoffeeZilla video right now and see if
No, no more of that. Yeah. So what's next? What do you got?
All right. We've got beer news. I have to say, when I saw this billboard driving to Brisbane from the Gold Coast, I felt a bit warm in the cockles of my heart.
Really?
Yeah.
What was on the billboard?
It said Powers is back, about bloody time.
As in Bernie Powers beer from the late 80s.
100%. That's the one.
I used to drink that shit when I was in uni.
All right.
In my second year of uni in 1992, when I turned 18 and I was old enough to drink, and we would buy it at HM's, which is the pub that's under the Winter Garden in the Queen Street Mall there.
Oh, yes.
Student night, watch a band, and 25 cents.
It was an extremely disruptive, massively successful beer launch. Probably the most successful independent beer launch in our lifetime.
Why was it so successful? I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember the launch and the story behind it, other than Bernie Power and him being like a real rich guy who just decided to build a brewery.
Yeah, well,
it was the same time that Alan Bond bought all the breweries in Australia as well.
Correct. Yeah. He was a pub owner, so I think he owned like the Weeper Hotel and a bunch of pubs and whatnot. And he decided to take on. Actually, I should give credit to Brews News, because the article they put up today is great. It goes into a lot of this detail, and we'll link it in the show notes. But yeah, he decided to. Alan Bond bought the local brands. People were angry about it. He capitalized on that. I remember at the time he was doing crazy shit. Like there was like a horse-drawn cart driving through the middle of the city with with horses and Powers fucking in the back in a keg and shit like that. Have a look at in that article. It talks about the literage that they got to within a couple of years. It's something absolutely insane. Like it's 140 million liters or something crazy.
Yeah. Well, okay. So a bit of context. If you're a brewery nerd like me, the Yatala Brewery between Brisbane and the Gold Coast.
That's where the billboard was.
Yes. Well, that's the original Powers Brewery.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where Bernie Power built his brewery, because the land was really fucking cheap there, and it was on the highway, so it could be connected by transport and all that sort of stuff. And that's the original brewery. And CUB bought it, I think, in 93 or 94 or something like that.
Well, they sold to Foster's. So I think they sold to Foster's. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure why, but it sounds like in the article it reads like he did well out of it. Like I don't think it completely died, but then back then the strategy was buy local brands and shut them down. And so then VB kind of had a good run in Queensland.
Yeah.
Until they kicked off the Great Northern thing and that kind of took over. But isn't it cool they're bringing it back? That's fucking boss.
I wonder if it's the real OG recipe.
Nah, it's changed. It actually says it in there. It's a new recipe.
Oh, so it's just the brand.
Yeah, everything's branded these days, mate.
Yeah. So that's basically what that is, right? Is that's basically bringing out Powers beer every so often so that they can extend the trademark for 50 years.
Oh, I think it'll do well though, don't you think? Tap into the whole nostalgia thing.
Is it out? Has it been out?
No, it's coming out. It's coming out soon.
When's it released? Due to be released?
I don't think it says, but in the article it talks about talking to Bernie Power and asking his opinion on it, and he kind of is very vague.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Huh.
You know, when I went to school, it may surprise you to hear this, but I went to an elite private school.
Really?
Yes, apparently.
I never would have picked it.
I was threatened with expulsion a lot of times, but I didn't get expelled because my dad used to run the bank that funded the school, so that helps.
I got expelled from grade 1.
You did?
Yeah, then my parents put me into fucking the convent into Catholic school. I was like 5 years old.
Jesus Christ, this is turning into a weird psychology session that I wasn't expecting. Anyway, let me finish my story, and then we'll
Okay,
go back
go.
to your psychology story from when you were 5. Yeah, one of the guys in my grade, Mark Power, was Bernie Power's son.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was always known that he was kind of the Powers Brewery guy. And I was like, fuck, these guys must have a bit of coin. And we were never rich. We just like, we got in because my dad worked as managed the Catholic Church bank, basically. So I think that's the reason we got in. And then I remember we went to a party at his house once, like towards the end of school, like, I don't know, grade 10, 11 or something. And he had a fucking big house in the playfield, huge, like 3-story house in playfield. Had a room in it outside where you could sit on one side of it and talk, and the person on the other side would hear you talking. It was the fucking craziest house you've ever seen. So I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers had money. And that was after they'd sold the business. So I assume he did okay on the sale. But yeah, I mean, is there another business, a beer business that's been created in our lifetime that's bigger than that?
In Australia?
In Australia.
No, that as in a beer business that took on the majors, except for Coopers, of course.
But they were bigger than Coopers after a couple of years.
That's over 100 years. Yeah, well, they're over 100-year-old business as well, too. So it wasn't like it was created. It was like it's historically Coopers has always been there. But no, I can't really think of a brewery that's gotten to 140 million litres a year that was created out of thin air.
Yeah, actually, it says capacity of 140 million litres, so they probably weren't.
I think they were. I think they started probably contract brewing or brewing under license certain things. I know that brewery used to do Guinness for a while, and so yeah, it's interesting.
Actually, this article is amazing. If you read some of the advice in there, he kind of talks about things he did right and did wrong, and it's amazing how many of these guys who start these massive breweries, in the end, when it's all said and done, come back and say, you know what, we expanded too quickly. We shouldn't have gone national. We should have focused on our local market. Even when you're in the hundreds of million liters, it's like it's very, very, very difficult to sell beer on the other side of
to be in. Yeah, of course. Yeah, is that what he says? Is what Bernie Power said?
Yeah,
good on him.
Yeah, I hope he's involved in that because he's vague about it. I hope he's somehow part of the campaign to bring it back.
It's really interesting because I'm just looking at the thing about Alan Bond taking over Castlemaine Perkins, and what he did was he hauled it Bond Brewing, right?
Yeah,
and that you can still see remnants of that at the Milton Brewery today. So if you go to the area and there's like a mezzanine floor that overlooks all of the pre-filtration and transfer area.
Is there like a bonded area in there or something? Or?
I see what you did there.
You're welcome.
And there's a stainless steel sign above the mezzanine and it's like a laser cut stainless steel sign. It just says brewing, but it actually used to say Bond Brewing. And so I don't know. They just left the brewing there. They took the Bond out of the brewing.
Yes.
So
what happened? Did he kill himself? What happened to Alan Bond?
No, he died. He was getting sued and he got really sick, didn't he?
Stress, mental health. I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, I just cracked the Geordie juice. Fuck, it's very.
I'm just a bit slow on that one.
Well, I'm just cracking it because my kid's called Geordie and Mark's a fucking legend. If you ever come to Black Ops and go near the warehouse.
Where does he work? What does he do?
In the warehouse. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, rightio. Is he actually a Geordie?
Yeah. I think that's the point. It's very dark. Have a look at the color on that. It's almost a fucking porter.
Yeah.
Very dark.
Is it supposed to be like Nuki Brown, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. I love Nuki Brown. Except the day after.
God. That's good. I like that. Okay, well, are you a fan or not of the bringing back of the powers?
Yeah, why not? I'll try it. Fuck, bring back some nostalgic moments, and I think it's going to be member berries for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that, like in that Brews News article, they talk about the fact that CUB and like Castlemaine Perkins at the time, they used to buy brands and just remove the brand and try to replace it with their own. And it got to a point where that wasn't working anymore. And now they buy brands and they're trying to leave the brand in place or even build that brand up.
Yeah.
And I think that has happened because of the craft beer movement, but it's also probably going to be the death of the craft beer movement because brands like Pirate Life, Stone and Wood, Bolter,
Yeah.
the beers are fucking great. The brands are great. They've kept them in place. The community's still there. Good luck to everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, next story. Can we skip the mental health one? Because I thought that article was bullshit,
Yeah,
but
go on,
definitely
then.
worth talking about.
Rightio. What do you got?
Did you see this one? The Belvedere brouhaha.
I haven't read the story, but I do know what's going on there.
Right. Interesting one. What do you reckon?
So what's the background behind that, just for the 12 people listening?
Well, the first I saw of it was Brouhaha put a post up saying, we're really sorry, we had Belvedere pork on our menu. We actually haven't been serving it for a year. They're a local producer and they have all of these methods of, keeping the pigs happy and that kind of thing. And obviously something led to them posting that apology video because they posted it on their, not a video, statement. They posted that on their own social media accounts. I'd never heard of anything happening until I saw that.
I'm of the understanding it wasn't the only apology.
I saw that too. So I don't know which one I saw. I guess I saw the first one, maybe.
Okay.
And then apparently it was in response to this Belvedere attempting to contact them, telling them, we've been on your menu for a year. You don't actually buy from us. Take us off your menu. No response. So they put out a video saying, guys, this local brewery / restaurant is marketing our brand and not selling our product.
Yep.
Bullshit.
I think that's fair. If you reach out to them,
right,
and because if you obviously Belvedere's got their brand that they want to protect and that sort of thing, and if you've reached out to the brewery and said, hey guys, and all they had to do is just take it off the menu, and they didn't. And if it comes to the point where you've got to make a video to point that out, I mean, you'd want to be in the. It'd be the last thing that I would do in that situation. I would try really hard to reach out and privately go, hey guys, we got to sort this shit out.
I think you'd probably go there and, I mean, fuck, we can just be armchair critics, which is what we're doing right now. But
that's what we are.
If you forget about the social media and the online and all the other bullshit, if you just went there in person, they may have done this. I have no idea if they did.
They may have done
went there in person and said, look, this is stressful. This is our brand. It's on your menu. We need it gone. We're getting contacted all the time. Either buy our shit or take us off. Maybe video after that. Do that and then video after that. That's armchair critic.
Yeah, I agree.
But then the article talked about, so they put out one apology which got flamed a little bit. I saw it. I didn't think it got flamed that much. There was all this has been removed, by the way. So there was that one. Apparently there's another one. And then everything has been removed, which is the interesting part. So both apologies have been removed. Belvedere's post has been removed. And again, the Brews News article is good because it interviews a PR person who gives some advice, which I don't know. We could talk about that if you want, because there's some interesting stuff in here.
Yeah.
But then I guess raises the question, which was the most interesting thing to me, is should the page owner be deleting comments? Should they be removing apology posts? Or should you just let history be as it was?
Oh, look. Yeah, look, that's a tough one because, you the fact that you can delete stuff, delete people's comments and stuff. I don't know how I feel about that, to be fair.
See, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I don't know if I'm just a psycho, but like if I'm on, say you post something on your own social media, and if you got comments like you got in that group from the other day, like the more toxic ones, it's your fucking page. Like, isn't it reasonable for you to delete that? If like someone's coming into your venue, causing a scene, being an idiot, saying abusive shit, you'd kick them out.
Yeah, you'd kick them out. Yeah.
Is it that much? Deleting comments, I don't have a huge problem with. I kind of feel like that's fine.
Yeah, like, if it's, constructive and all that sort of stuff. I suppose, yeah, it's weird with, I don't know, never really thought about it with regards to like a corporate account as opposed to like a business, a personal account, that sort of thing. So it's a very good looking beer, mate. Very chocolatey and roasty.
Yeah, super chocolatey. I don't think I've had the Newcastle Brown.
You should.
Is it like a 2 years old type situation or what?
No, 2 years old's like a brown porter sort of thing.
More coffee dark sort of.
There's probably some style guidelines and something I can bring up. English style brown ale. Brewers Association style guidelines. There we go. Yeah, look, it's your corporate page. I suppose you can delete your own stuff and that sort of thing. English style brown ale. Let's have a look here. Copper to dark brown, chill haze except at low temperatures. Roast malt may contribute to a biscuit or toasted aroma profile. Roast malt may contribute to the flavor profile. Malt profile can range from dry to sweet. This is really good, mate. I can enter this beer.
Okay.
If you're going to. Hop aroma very low. See bitterness very low. It's a little bit bitter, but that's okay. Very low to medium low level fruity esters. Diacetyl is absent, but maybe present at low levels. Body is medium. You're ticking all the boxes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I can send it.
Let Mark know. Enter it into the fucking ABAs. They're coming up.
No. Queensland's first.
Too late for that, I think. We've already
entries closed. Oh, have you?
Yeah.
You can enter. You can change it.
Oh, okay. When are the entries closed for that?
End of the month.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, get in there, mate. Get in there and let's see. What do we got here? Entries closed Friday the 3rd of February.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. I'll let Mark know. So anything else on the PR front? So how about this? What do you think of they got criticized because they had an initial reaction that a few people disagreed with, and then they posted again with a different apology.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think that because I've been in this situation and basically did exactly the same thing.
Of course.
I think that is completely fine because you're in the situation where you're being attacked. You need time to reflect on the fact that you've done something that other people are upset with and that you're wrong.
Yeah.
But in that emotional state, you're being attacked and all you feel like doing is attacking back. And it's really,
or at the very least trying to make an apology.
Right.
And fucking it up in some way.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you kind of know you've done the wrong thing, but you're getting attacked from so many people. You're in a state of fucking anger and you kind of
it's stressful. Yeah, shit, yeah.
But I think if you genuinely respond and you don't do a good enough job with the response and, a bit of time passes and you feel differently, or if you don't feel differently, that's fucking fine too. If you're happy with your response, let's move on and forget about people's comments. But if you feel differently about that and you put out another response, I feel like that's completely fine. As long as you don't try to revise history by deleting everything that happened. That's the thing I have the problem with.
Yeah. Well, people can take screenshots.
I don't have a problem with removing it from your Instagram feed because it seems weird to even put that on Instagram.
Yeah.
But having a record that happened somewhere, I think is probably the right thing to do. The fact that it happened, put on the blog, have it somewhere as something that happened.
Yes.
That seems fine.
Yeah. I hope I never need to deal with that situation.
You're probably lucky with some of your earlier beers that they weren't in 2022, 2023. You might have had to.
By
the way, one of them's coming up tonight because I had a quick glimpse at the thread in the group and one of them's going to be mentioned.
Oh, God. Okay. Fuck.
Right.
The shit that I did when I was younger and not young, but younger and dumber.
All right. Young, dumb, and what is it? Broke.
Yeah.
That's the song, right? All right. Source is selling their cans brew pub equipment and keeping tap room open, bottle shop open not brewing beer.
Oh, okay. Are they still in Mighty Craft?
They're in Mighty Craft.
Okay. Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
I've got some thoughts if you don't have any.
Yeah, go on. Oh, I've never been to it. Have you been to it?
I don't, but I'm going to Cairns randomly in about 3 weeks' time.
Okay.
So I was looking forward to going to a brewery or a brew pub because I thought that's what was there.
You can go to Hemingway's.
I'll have to go to Hemingway's. I was
And
definitely going to go
Coral
there
Sea.
anyway.
And Coral Sea.
Yep, I'll go there.
Yeah.
I'm keen. Let's go.
So share with me your thoughts.
Well, but part of it is that I was excited to go to Cairns because there was a craft brewery and brew pub there. I've heard a lot about Source, their brewery and brew pub in Cairns.
Yes, yes.
I'm keen to go there. I'm like, fuck. Aaron's like, let's go to Cairns. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. There's a brewery there. And be sick.
Yep.
Turns out there's not a brewery there.
Where?
At Source.
At the Source.
At the Source.
But they're selling kit.
They're selling kit. It's a brewery. It's still called a brew pub. It's on all of their social medias. It's a brewery, but apparently they've never brewed beer there. It's just a place with a kit for beer.
No. Really? I always thought they were brewing beer there.
Oh.
Huh.
Let's have a look.
But surely they made something on it.
While it was set to open in early 2020, COVID-19 delayed the opening. At that time, Source founder Mike Clark said the 10 hectoliter system would be ready to go in 2021. However, 1 year after launching the venue, Clark opened up about the struggles of the venue, experience and lingering effects of the pandemic, and fucking very much sympathize with that.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking insane. But he also explained how it had dampened local production, leaving the brewery to be installed but not commissioned.
Yeah, right.
There's a 10 hectoliter brewery on site, but it's as yet not in use.
And never has been used.
I should not. It's been installed but not commissioned.
Bit pricey.
That's not my point, but okay, we can talk about the equipment.
Was it 220 grand?
220 grand.
XGST, 10
How much?
10 hectoliter system, 4 10 hect fermenters, 2 20 hect fermenters, 10 and 20 hect bright tanks. Then you got to fucking move it to wherever you're going to make beer. Good kit, good brand. I know the brand.
You know the brand why? Because they built a brewery in Cairns that you've been looking forward to going to?
No, because there's lots of breweries in and around Brisbane that have the same brand.
Okay.
That's a boutique brewery.
Oh, the brand of the equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean not the brewery. Sorry, when I say brewery, I mean the brewing equipment.
Let me put this to you.
Okay.
When we all came into this industry as craft brewers, we were all fighting against the dishonesty of the major brewers, right? It was a dishonest industry. It was basically everything was marketing. It was all bullshit. It was like we would herald in this new age of honesty, transparency, and whatnot. Yep. And our industry still has an honesty problem. Like we have breweries that are called breweries, they're called brew pubs that aren't making beer.
Yeah.
We've become the problem. And it's happening more and more and more. And the marketing stuff, the brewed locally, the brouhaha example, the Source example, like this is a place that still on their website still talks about it being a brew pub, and their social media it still says we're a brewery. Come visit the brewery. Their entire social media at this point, to the point where everyone thinks it's a brewery. They've never made beer there. If you haven't made beer there, it's not a brewery.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And if
but there is a brewery there.
It's not a brew
it's
pub.
A gray
it's
area.
Brewing there.
I agree. But
okay.
Some people wouldn't necessarily see it. It's a grey area. It's like
not a grey area, Hendo. It's either a bar.
No. I mean, it's like
it's a brew pub.
You can say we've got brewing equipment, therefore it's a brewery. Has it made beer?
No. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's like going into an art gallery and saying we're an art gallery and just having prints. It's not actual art. This is a print. That's a lie.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah. Rightio. Okay, so it's a problem if people and consumers, I suppose, are being affected, how would they be affected?
No, it's a problem because this industry started because consumers were being misled, and we were kind of like rising up to be like the friend of the consumer, and now we're the ones misleading the consumers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the problem is that you believe that consumers are being misled.
Well, I don't like dishonesty. I think it was this whole thing was supposed to be we're supposed to be honest. And the other thing is, if we are in an industry where this is like the people who are passionate about producing and creating things, which is supposed to be what this is, if it supports people who are creating things and saying we're making things, but they're not actually making them, then what kind of people are going to be drawn into the industry? Like we've already got that excise rebate. We've already got incentives. We've got breweries being bought out by pub groups. There's enough incentive already for pub groups to just come in and say, this is a brew pub. It's better than a traditional pub because we've got tanks and we're making shit here. But you can just lie to people for a couple of years and call it a brew pub and then sell the equipment and you're good.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, next story. Hey, I should say I've a fucking absolute 1000% empathy for going through that situation when you've got all of this in place and you get smashed with this pandemic and everything else, and it completely fucks up your whole life and your whole plans and everything else. I 100% empathy for that.
And if you read the old Brews News article there, what did it say? It said in its annual or one of its reports, they plan to divest non-core assets and noted its 100% owned Jetty Road and Mismatch breweries were focus brands.
Yeah.
Foghorn, Mighty Hunter Valley, and Mighty Moody Ponds were listed as assets held for sale. So it would kind of imply that if you're not Jetty Road, Mismatch, and Better Beer, that you might be for sale.
Yeah, I've been saying this from the start. This whole Mighty Craft, like revolutionary model thing, made no sense. And if you bought into it, it's not going to end well. But I hope for the best because these are really good people, I assume. Like most of the people in our industry are really great people.
Yeah.
Have the best intentions. They're doing great work. They're making things, which is what Australia needs. And I have high hopes for them. But the Mighty Craft model to me never made any sense. Still doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I feel for people who bought into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully the audience didn't notice the gap in the playback there.
Dan had to pee.
Hey, you said you had to fart. Fuck me. Right. I thought I'd mention just a quick mention for this Ballarat Beer Fest because I saw that on Beer and Brewer and it looks fucking cool.
It's a good beer festival.
You been?
Yeah.
Apparently it says one of the only ones that features independent breweries. It's in regional Victoria. I don't even know where Ballarat is because I'm an idiot. But it's on.
It's so racist.
A month racist. What? Jesus.
No,
a month from now, 18th of February, huge lineup of 150 different beers.
Yeah.
Get across it.
Yeah, they used to do. I don't know if it's the same people who own it, but when I had Brew Cult used to bloody go and exhibit there. It was a lot of fun. It was on the cricket oval at the time. I don't know where it is now. But it's dog and family friendly. Imagine taking Elon to a beer festival.
That'd be awesome. He's right there behind me. What a little legend. He's having a little snooze.
How many legs would Elon hump in a day out at a beer festival?
He's getting a bit more chilled out now.
Have you had him snipped?
No. Me and him are going in at the same time in 2023.
We tried a bit too much information, but
we tried the rubber band thing, and it's not working as we planned. So that's what's happening. All right.
So you're doing the rubber band?
Yeah, we're both doing it. Yeah, it hasn't worked.
Okay, good.
Well. Yeah, it's very itchy.
Oh dear.
All right, let's see if we got any response to the 12 questions.
I'm sure there's 12.
Wait, you can't look at it. It's got to be.
I won't look at it. Okay,
on that shit.
Righty, I won't click it. Jesus, chill out.
Nah, dude. Okay, well,
All right, hit
the
me.
amount of comments is a multiple of 12, so that's good.
Rightio. Excellent.
So I put, and keep in mind, this could be just complete shit posting and bullshit because it generally is, but we go into this with the best intentions, don't we?
Yep, yeah. Does what it says on the tin.
Yep. Legends, for tonight's 12 questions / 12 contribution thread, in the spirit of Powers making a surprise return, let's hear your buy-sell suggestions for beers to return in 2023. Could be a big brand or small release.
Yep.
You name the beer, me and Hendo will either buy or sell that makes a return in 2023.
Okay.
All right, let's have a look at that.
I like the sound of that.
Appropriate pictures. Okay, all right. Let's start with first one. Jordan Bayless, Bolter double IPA to make a comeback.
Oh, I don't see why not.
I think.
When was the last time it was released?
That's a good question. Fuck, it's been a while. I think probably before the sale.
Was it good? I remember it being okay.
Awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, very good.
Mm.
Have you ever had a Bolter beer that's not good? They're all fucking
good. No, you're right.
They're good beers.
I'll tell you what, a bloody good favorite beers in the CUB lineup.
Well, the best Bolter beer is not in the CUB lineup.
Which is what?
Remember that peach looking strong pale they had for a while there? The strong pale.
Yeah, that was great. That beer,
so good.
Yeah. Pirate Life Mosaic.
Oh, that was a good one.
That beer was amazing. I don't think so. I remember being in Adelaide and for my dad's wake, he was still alive then, and went down to Glenelg and took my mum down there for lunch at the Corso there, and I had a Pirate Life Mosaic IPA, 7.5% in a 500ml tin, and I bought one for mum.
Almost 3 standards, I think.
Yeah, I bought one for my mum.
Oh, nice. She's still quilting, or
she had
after that?
She had a great day.
It's a heck of a beer.
Oh yeah, she liked it though.
All right, so what do you reckon? You're buying that coming back or no? That's a great first question.
It's a wishful buy. It's a wishful buy. If it comes back, that'd be sick. But maybe we should write a friendly letter to Scotty Hargrave.
Okay, so you're going to buy or sell? You're going to make a choice.
I'll buy.
Buy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, God. I love the guys at Bolter, but I'm going to sell just based purely on the history of these companies selling and the beers they produce afterwards. They're always like lagers and 4% hazy pales and Pacific ales and Bolter.
Australian wheat beers.
Bolter doing a great job. Australian wheat beers, yeah. Fruity beers.
Mm-hmm.
Bolter doing a great job post acquisition. Don't let me say otherwise. But I'm going to sell because I doubt a double IPA is coming.
Okay.
I'd love to be proven wrong. If we're proven wrong, we should do a field trip to Bolter, bring some back, and do a live tasting.
Bloody great idea.
All right. Ask Scotty if he'll give us some for free. It's a sponsored beer.
Okay.
Is Scotty still there?
Sure, of course he is.
Oh yeah, they're getting close to the earnout, aren't they? This year, maybe.
Yeah. I wonder what he'll do after that.
Chill the fuck out, live the dream, go to the fucking go to White Lotus Resort in the Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right. Question number 2. Bo Curtis, Salt Dick IPA.
Do you remember that beer?
Dude, we talked about it last week. We've talked about it twice on the podcast. I definitely remember it.
Okay.
Definitely loved it.
So I don't have to tell you why it got that name because we already talked about
this literally last week.
Right. Oh, but is it going to be re-released this year?
Correct. Buy or sell?
Sell. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't own it anymore. So.
Well, the next one is Brew Cult as a brand. And
actually,
I was thinking of you when I wrote this question because I thought, of all the ones to come out, I mean, that's the comeback to make happen at some point, but you can't.
Well, what would be your, if Brew Cult was to re-release a beer this year, which one would you like to be re-released?
I would probably have a 3-way tie between Can't Fight the Funk, Keep
That
on
was a good beer.
Trucking,
That was also a good beer.
and Get Down Brown.
Okay, just you're talking basically the whole psychedelic series there.
100%.
They were very good.
Now, which one would I choose? I would say Can't Fight the Funk was the most dramatic in my journey.
Yes.
Keep on Trucking was the beer that when I first met you at that alley festival in Brisbane,
Yep.
that was
Yep.
the launch beer for that. And I ended up pouring them from behind your bar, which you probably don't remember,
Yep.
but it was very exciting for me. So it had
Thank you.
personal impact.
Thank you for
Get
your
Down Brown
service.
was my favorite
Yep, that was a very good beer too.
at the time. So I would probably say Get Down Brown.
I really liked that beer, eh? I liked all of the psychedelic series. I thought they were so good. Did you know they were all had a lot in common?
Yes, like similar dry hop kind of aroma and that kind of thing.
So like they had similar dry hop regime. It was always 3 hops.
Yeah.
They all had the same starting gravity.
Nice.
Yeah. And the black IPA I really liked as well.
Oh yeah,
the bugging out black IPA. Yeah. So what the psychedelic series was Can't Fight the Funk, Keep on Trucking, Get Down American Brown, Out of Sight White IPA, and Bugging Out Black IPA.
Nice. Yeah,
I think I got them. The whole set was just really good. Really proud of those beers. Cool. Yeah, they were good. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, very nostalgic right now.
100%. Good.
They were good fun beers. Can't Fight the Funk was fucking such a good beer.
Yeah, that was a fucking.
I was just like, what would happen if I made an IPA and fermented it with Saison yeast? That was literally what was going through my head at the time.
Yeah.
And
it was the beer. I possibly have told this on this show before, but it was the beer when me and Eddie first got into beers and we did our first like Brisbane beer trip. And we went to like loads of breweries with a couple of beery mates. And the final stop was Tippler's in Newstead.
Yep.
Went at the first site because Can't Fight the Funk was on tap. And Eddie was like, explained to me like, dude, it's like this and also this. I can't even explain it. Like, fucking let's go. That was cool.
Oh, that's great.
But anyway, we're both selling. So that's a sell.
Yeah, I'm selling, unfortunately. I wish I could buy.
Yes. Gingerbread Maniac is in there as well. Well, we're going to sell that, but
that's getting sold as well.
Pepper Steak Porter.
Although I do have a couple of bottles in the cupboard there.
Really? How's that aging?
Yeah. Pretty good. I had a bottle of Milk and Two Sugars, and I think I still have 2 left sitting in the cupboard there.
That's good still.
It's just past its peak last year.
Okay.
2020, it was tasting really, really good. The one I had last year,
that was
2015.
15, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's getting
it's just started going over the hill. It was okay, but it wasn't its former glory and that sort of thing. And that's beer, it ages. So,
it's kind of delightful when you
Maniac.
have a beer.
I've actually got quite a few Gingerbread Maniacs. So
what's that?
I've got quite a few of those sitting in the cupboard there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you could get into it before it loses its shit because it's nice.
Man, the beers that I've got sitting in that cupboard right there, there's some phenomenal beers in there. I literally have the original Bridge Road, Nogno, Aurora Australis, and Aurora Borealis. So that was the Aurora.
Crack it right now.
No, fuck no. It's a fucking 12-year-old beer. It's actually 2 beers. So what happened was Bridge Road did a beer, put it in a barrel, put the barrel onto a ship. It's like that Linny Aquavit that crosses the equator twice from Norway and ship.
Yeah.
And totally. So they put the barrels on the ship and it went up to Norway to Nogno. And then Nogno made a beer, put it in a barrel and sent it to Bridge Road in Australia. And they both got bottled and I have both from each brewery.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a set. Yeah.
Can you bring that to the Boston the Brewer live recording when we're doing that?
They're probably due to be drunk, to be fair.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Prime ready to go.
Yeah. There's quite a few beers in there that are pretty mind blowing. It's like when I used to collect beer, because I don't collect beer anymore.
Yeah.
But there's a beer collection there, and there's some really interesting stuff, and it's probably old and oxidized and all sort of stuff. But some of those beers would be pretty fucking. There's some sours in there, and they'd be
What's
pretty.
your plan? What's your plan with them? You want to keep them or?
I don't know. I don't know why I kept them, because beer's really for enjoying.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I had them and went, oh, just drink them, whenever and that sort of thing, and then moved house. They've not been stored particularly well or anything like that, but
yeah.
It's there's a beer collection there.
Yeah, I chucked all
Do you know what you need? Do you know what I want to do is I want to do a bottle share night. You should come to this. I want to do a bottle share night, bring some of these beers out with Perko. Because I would get more enjoyment watching him getting a buzz out of it than actually just drinking them myself.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Why don't we do it live on the pod? Because he hasn't come on for a while.
Oh, we need more Perko.
Where is Perko?
In our lives.
I haven't seen him. Is he still on social media?
He's around. Yeah, he just lives across the river there. He's fine.
Okay, good. I hope he's doing well. All right. Now, buy or sell. Is this coming back in 2023? Oh, what a beer. Adam Shell. Buy or sell Admiral Akbar to come back.
I would buy, because I've just hang on a second. Adam Shell works for fucking.
What's that, Adam Shell?
Yeah.
I thought it was the other one.
It is the other one, but it's like, hang on a second. He works for that brewery. Of course, it's coming back then.
I'll buy that as well. I mean, I don't know if the general public are going to care, but that beer was like, as you know, Govs was brewing this beer at the time at Fortitude.
Yes.
When we started Black Ops. The actual brew day, we went up. He made like slow cooked beef or something with Admiral Akbar in it, and it was like me and Eddie were eating the shit. We're like, this is the nicest thing we've ever eaten in our life. Like, that was like our favorite beer. That kind of ended up becoming part of the inspiration for Code Red, and the Anzus, which they just released, was our favorite IPA at the time. That ended up inspiring Hornet and other beers we did. And I mean, you got to bring that back. You have to. I mean, they'll probably get A-backed or copyrighted or whatever, but got to do it.
Exactly.
All right, that's a buy from both.
That's a buy. That's a double buy.
Adam Garley. Chat GPT wasn't much help, but here is my buy-sell Carlton Diet Ale to capitalize on the low-carb trend with David Boone himself as the obligatory associated influencer celebrity. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Where is it? Let me... What's
if you've got a Wheel Booney out...
Is he still alive? I mean,
no.
At 1.6 meters, that seems generous.
Didn't Booney die at the same time as Warning?
62 years. He's still doing the damn thing.
He's still kicking it, is he? Yeah,
right. Fucking great idea.
Bloody oath.
Love that. Not happening. I'm selling that.
Okay.
What about you? You think they're going to bring that back on with?
I'm selling. Yeah, no way. No way.
Okay. All right, Murray Hughes. I don't know, but you guys should get some New England sponsorship. This stuff is delicious. New England Brewing Farmhouse Ale. All right.
Yeah.
Looks delicious. Bring some in, Murray.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thirsty.
Tell the guys to send us some sponsored beers. Oh, here we go. Paul Metcalf. He's got a can here of Salt Dick IPA.
What?
Magic Rock Brewing / Brew Cult Salt Dick IPA 6%.
It wasn't a can. It was in a bottle.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a bad photo.
I was going to say can.
Yeah, okay. I zoomed in. It's a bottle.
Actually, he's mentioned that to me. I think he's still got it.
Yeah, obviously. You just post a photo.
It's going to taste like shit because it is an IPA.
Yeah, it looks cold. It's probably actually filled with beer.
Yeah, right. I'll have a look after the show because I'm not allowed to look now.
All right, you can't look, but that's a sell because you're not bringing it back. But he should definitely drink that.
Okay.
Or come to the live show at. Are we doing a live show at Future Magic, or is that just like social media talk?
We will eventually, yes, of course.
What's the chance of us doing a live show and I get there, and then like an hour and a half later you get there?
No, I'll get there on time.
Okay.
Just tell me the time fucking an hour before I'm supposed to be there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Paul Metcalf, old Greg. Oh, that's a good idea. Well,
That's
I mean, I'm biased. I can't. That's our beer, so I can't buy or sell that. What do you think? Coming back or no?
Oh, Greg?
Yeah.
I'll be good if you did. You probably can't, make a call on that because you've got inside knowledge and shit. But
exactly. I'm staying out of this
yeah.
one. You can
well, I'll say bye. Please bring back old Greg.
Okay. Well, Luigi, question : did you give the middle finger to 15 Moth for trying to take down episode 54 from the tube? If not, what are you waiting for? What is happening? What have I done? How does he even know about that?
Because
we're not live.
Hang on a second.
What is happening?
What?
Question: did you give the middle finger? Wait, do our followers get notified about?
No.
What the
really?
Fuck? Who is this? You?
No.
Is that actually you? That account?
No. But here's what I'm currently thinking: Luigi is 15 Moth.
Oh my god!
Surely not.
No. Really? Oh my god, that's a fucking conspiracy.
It's plausible, isn't it?
Definitely. Who is this Luigi? Do we know who this is? But he's one of the 12. He's a loyal member. Oh, his Facebook is very generic.
But it's also, you have to admit,
oh boy,
a pretty decent shit post.
Amazing shit.
Or a shit copyright strike.
That's shit post of the year if that's a shit post.
Oh, it kind of makes sense.
Oh my god.
Well done. Well played. Can you please remove the copyright strike?
You were so worried. Is it actually him? Wait, how many views does that channel have?
If we're not live,
no,
and he's posted about something that only we know about right now.
Oh wait, actually, no. Actually, I know what's happened. I screenshotted it and put it on my personal social media before because I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. God damn.
I don't think anyone watches my Instagram story. Louis G obviously watches. Wait, we can figure out who he is if he watches my Instagram story. I'm going to figure it out right
now. Oh, because you can see all the people who watched it. But you've got so many followers.
How do you see who's followed your story? Hang on. Okay. Boston Brewer. Okay. Oh, God. Louis G. No. Brendale Brewing? Is that a Louis G?
No.
Whiskey.
The 15 minutes of fame is like it's all videos of like it's paparazzi videos.
Like the Lady Gaga song. I'm your biggest fan. I follow you until you love me. All right. Okay. I don't know. Okay. This is weird. I assume that's what's happening because unless it's him, it's not him, is it?
Who knows?
All right. Ready for next question?
Yeah, please.
Are you looking? You're not looking, are you? What are you looking
at? Shit's getting weird.
It's getting fucking weird, isn't it? Steve York, question 1, : what lowercase? Oh, this motherfucker. He's fucking with me. That's fine. Good job. I appreciate that. That's good.
Are you a bit triggered?
Question 1, : what lowercase is the difference between a Cicerone and a BJCP judge?
That's a good question.
Can you answer that quickly, or is this going to be too hard?
Yeah, actually. A Cicerone has skills in beer sensory, but it's in the context of beer service. So like I think like a beer sommelier, like a wine sommelier, and a BJCP, that stands for Beer Judge Certification Program, which is a certification that is in the context of beer judging. So you've got a beer style and you've got a beer. You don't know what beer it is and you're just judging it and that sort of thing. And it is not the same as a Smart Sensory certified panelist, which I'm working on at the moment.
Oh, see.
Which is
you're doing the thing again, aren't you?
I'm doing the thing again, yeah. So it'll be a certification of beer sensory in the context of beer production and beer quality.
Okay, well, I mean, I didn't think it was an opportunity to plug something you're working on, but that's
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right. Question 2, semicolon. See, that's the bit where he's fucking, he's fucking with me. You know he's fucking with me. See, I appreciate that. That's like putting the brisket into the group and getting flame for it, knowing you're going to get flame. See, that's
the semicolon's a bit rich, though.
No, the semicolon's great. I like that. Apparently, lowercase as well. Apparently, there are about some weird symbol, 20 master cicerones in the world. Is there, you motherfucker? He put THEIR. He did that on purpose, surely. He probably did that on purpose.
Here comes the grammar police.
Is there a super elite koala? At least he didn't do qualification with the koala, right? For a beer judge, that would be similar. Master Cicerone. Is there an equivalent beer version?
Yes. Well, there is in BJCP. What have they got? Let me look it up here. So BJCP has different levels of certification. They've got the there we go. BJCP 0 exams. They've got apprentice judges, master judges, all sorts of stuff. So yes.
Come on, dude. I was waiting for like the god judge or something. You got something high? Like a king judge or boss judge? Or...
No, they've got entrance exams, beer judging exams, legacy beer examination, beer judge written proficiency examination. Oh, rank. Here we go.
Okay.
The different levels of criteria outlined below. Okay. So we've got beer entrance exam, legacy beer, mead, cider.
The mead queen? I don't know. I'm trying to answer the question. He wants to know the highest level. Like the
here we go. So you've got an apprentice judge, recognized, certified, national, master, grandmaster.
Oh.
And they're not fucking done yet.
Sorry.
And you've also got additional grandmaster levels.
Additional grandmaster?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me if you're a grandmaster, you get outranked by someone called an additional grandmaster?
Additional grandmaster. It sounds like you can have several additional grandmasters.
That's fucking ridiculous. Grandmaster's awesome. That's
a lot of judging.
Additional grandmaster.
There's also honorary master.
Oh, it's like when you're like 9th Dan black belt, so you can be like grandmaster, grandmaster 1, grandmaster 2, grandmaster, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like it. It's always that next tier you can achieve.
Yeah. It's like you watching your social media comments. So many tiers.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Paul James. Brown snake. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sometimes when I read these, I'm like,
I don't have this here, so you just got to read it out, otherwise I get confused.
All right. Paul James. So buy or sell, will it be released this year? This is good. Brown snake dick. 1 foot at BH2, 1 in BH3. It's like a play on the salt dick thing, the brown snake dick. That's pretty good.
1 at BH2 and 1 at BH3.
Yeah, because the brown snake is the Brisbane River.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
But
it's got a long stretch.
I get it. But the thing is, but so salt dick, right? But the whole thing about salt dick was 1 foot was in Australia, 1 foot was in England, and your dick's hanging in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
If I had 1 foot at BH3 and 1 foot at BH2, my dick is not going to even go anywhere near the Brisbane River.
That's a very good point.
It could actually be the Jacob's Well dick.
Well, that's possible, or you could have a massive heavy piece with a left slant and it's just lazy hanging out on the left and just dangles in the river near BH3.
Yeah. Or the Pimpamar dick.
Could be the Logan dick. It could be the Coomera dick or the Narang dick. There's a lot of options.
Oxenford dick.
Yep, there's options. A lot of canals on the Gold Coast, but unfortunately, I'm selling that one. Not happening.
I'm selling.
All right. Lucy, I'm just spitting laughing. Okay, Lucy, gold brew dog cans.
Yeah, what buy or sell?
Buy or sell, come back this year?
Well, no, absolutely not selling, because whoever's got them bought and made bank out of them. So, yeah.
All right, I'll sell that as well. I feel like that thing's probably aged like a fine wine, but not. Darren Hosey, Carlton Cold to make a comeback. This is a 2-part question. Carlton Cold to make a comeback? I'm down with that. That was my first beer.
Yeah, I'll buy that too. Fuck, that gave me some headaches in back in the day.
It was the first beer I ever drunk, Carlton Cold.
Yeah, right.
With my dad when I was 15. I'm such an innocent kid.
Did you get a headache?
It was in a clear bottle and it was just like, wow, this is beer. This is what dad drinks. It's like, oh, this is awesome. There's a photo of me drinking it. I thought I was the coolest person ever.
Yeah, right.
So good. I'll bring that shit back for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down.
That'd be sick. Okay, second part. But seriously, Dan, when are we getting Super Goat back? Super Goat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, I'm out of this. You have to buy, sell.
I'm going to say buy, and I would buy that.
All right.
Bring back Super Goat.
All right. Q, favorite Chrissy beer, that guy, red suit,
big sack.
Something like that. I mean, that's a question, but it's a given.
Yeah, of course.
It's a given. That's it.
Yeah. We did all right.
We survived another episode.
Okay. We should get a guest.
Yeah, I think it's good when we get a guest. Last week was great.
Yeah, that was good. Kyle's awesome, mate.
Did Kyle enjoy it?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a barbecue afterwards. You could tell when we come out of the smoke.
Jesus Christ. You were in proper danger. I was like worried.
It was actually a really good barbecue. It was like, I've just had a steak and I was like, fuck, yeah, I feel like a steak. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Hospitality was great. Alice Springs is such a great town, man. It was so green. It was raining. The Todd River was flowing. Yeah. It was good.
I'm going to Cairns in a couple of weeks, and I'm assuming I'm going to see like crocodiles and jellyfish and shit that kill people. Is that what you get up to, or what happens?
Yeah. Don't die. Try not to die.
Okay.
Then it won't be. Then it'll just be the boss. The boss and
the boss. Yeah, the boss and guests. Then you'll definitely need a guest. All right, mate.
Good to talk to you. Have a great week.
You too, mate. See you next week.